Okay, welcome back. This is part two of the chapter 12 review. These are the answers to part one. You can go back and check, or hopefully you wrote it on a separate sheet of paper. So if you want to check your answers, here they are. I'm going to move on to the second half of the review. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes. You can let me know if I did. Okay, moving on to identifying this graph here. This has the two, as we say, the rat tails. So this is rational function. Um, Next up is number 25. 25 says to simplify. There's a division sign here. So we're going to keep, change, flip. We're also going to recognize that this is a familiar uh, situation, and this is the long method, and this is triple starts with T. So let's work through that. So the top, starting with um, the first expression on top here, x squared minus 16 is really x plus 4, x minus 4, and hopefully by now that's automatic for you. The bottom needs to be done the long method. If you choose to do it that way, that's the way I'm going to do it right now. And then we're going to, I'll do that in a second. We're going to multiply and flip the second one. So the x plus 4 is going to go to the bottom. I can quickly do the triple starts with t for this one to put it in here. So I'm going to take the last 10 and put it in first in my table to negative 7. And that looks like it's going to be negative 5 and negative 2. Add up to 7 and add up to negative 7, sorry. It's a negative 7. And they multiply to equal positive 10. So this is going to be x minus 5, x minus 2. I can already see cancellation that can be going on here, but I need to break this down. So this is the long method if you've forgotten. This times this is negative 30. Now we need factors of negative 30 that add up to negative 7. And that's going to be negative 10 and 3, right? Yep. Negative 10x and negative 3x. So our next step in this is to group these up. And negative 15. So as you see, negative 7x is really this. I'm sorry, it should be a positive 3. And this. Okay? It should be a positive 3x. Positive 3. Okay. So the negative 7 is actually a combination of this and this, as I just said. Okay, now we're going to take these two groups and factor them. Again, we're seeing double here. I see a 2 and an x, so I'm going to take out an x, and leave an x behind and leave a minus 5 behind. Over here, I see a 3, and there's a 3 in here, so I'm going to take that 3 out. I got another x minus 5. I like that, because now I can go back up here and put in my parentheses. Whatever's repeated is 1. X minus 5 is repeated, and the other one is the leftover 2x plus 3. After that, we can go to canceling. X minus 5, x minus 5, the x plus 4 and the x plus 4 cancel, and we're left with, excuse me, x minus 4 times x minus 2 over 2x plus 3. And that is our final answer. We could multiply the top together, but you don't have to. The answer key might have it multiplied together. On to this one here, and this one is most likely going to be on the test, because I want you to be able to do this one. Let's see if I can do it. So we're going to use that formula. We're going to put the n over the hours worked for James plus n over Kelly's hours that they can complete it, plus Hector's hours, which are 6, plus n over Kayla, which is 8, and that equals 1. And of course, this is a Finney 5, so let's say n equals the worked hours. So once we know what n is, we can see how much it'll take them all to work together. Okay, we need a common denominator, and the common denominator here is going to be 24 for each one. So, and you got to be careful here, because 4 needs a 6 to get 24. So that's going to be 6n over 24. 3 needs an 8 to get 24. So that's 8n over 24. 6 needs a 4. So that's 4n over 24. And last but not least, 8 needs a 3. So that's 3n over 24. And of course, as we're doing this whole chapter, if the bottoms are the same, then the equations solve the top. So we're doing 6n plus 8n plus 4 plus 3, n equals 24 for a total of 21n equals 24. We're going to divide both sides by 21, and that's going to be 1 point something hours, and I'll let you figure that out on your calculator for time's sake. And then you can go ahead and check once you get that 1 and check it with the original equations up here, and that should equal 1. If you round it, it won't equal 1, but hopefully you won't have to round. And your final answer is written in a complete sentence. It will take 1 point blank hours for them to finish the job working together. For them to finish the job working together. Sorry for my writing here. I'm going to do this quickly. Okay, and that's your final answer on that one. Okay, moving on to 27. Again, another one that is most likely to be on the exam on Thursday. And most likely to be a type of question to be on the final exam. We have 2 areas here. We have a large area and we have a small area. The small area is shaded. The large area dimensions are this, and the small area dimensions are this. In order to get the area, well, let's read the question. Write and simplify the expression that represents the probability of randomly hitting the unshaded region. So that's this region out here, the white region. Okay, so we need to take the shaded region area, the area of the shaded region, I'm sorry, the unshaded, or let's say area of the large or the big box minus the area of the small box or the shaded box. Okay, well that area, and it's a probability, so we're going to put that over the total area of the big box. So how does that look? Well, the area of the big box, well, let me just write that out. So this is going to be the area of the big minus the area of the small. And since it's a probability, we're going to put it over the total area that could be available, which is the area of the big region. So that's going to be 2x minus 5 times x plus 5 minus x plus 5 times x plus 3. And that's all over 2x minus 5 x plus 5. Now, because each term has this in it, we can cancel that out. Okay, you can go ahead and cancel it out right away, or let's show the work here. This is kind of like a grouping. This group has something that's common with that, so I'm going to take out an x plus 5, and behind is going to be left 2x minus 5, and this is in a parentheses, minus x plus 3 in a bracket, and that's all going to be over 2x minus 5, x plus 5. What this does for us, it allows us to cancel these. Now, if you would like to, you could go through and just cancel these right away. Either way, you're going to get the next step, which is 2x minus 5 minus the whole quantity of x plus 3 all over 2x minus 5. I'm sorry, all over 2x minus 5. We got rid of that x plus 5. Okay, so now our next step is to do the math on this. So we're subtracting 2 binomials or subtracting polynomials. Don't forget to distribute the negative. So we got 2x minus x and negative 5 minus 3. I just grouped things together all over 2x minus 5. That's going to give me, this group here is going to produce an x. This group is going to produce a negative 8. And this is our final answer for the area, or the probability of hitting the shaded, I'm sorry, the non-shaded region. All right, let me do that. So the probability of the unshaded region is this here. That's your final answer. Okay, moving on to number 28. Simplify the expression, show your work. And again, the test will be like about 17 questions, not 28. So I'm trying to give you a variety here. Okay, this one here, we have to recognize a few things here. X minus 4, x plus 4, and it's in parentheses. I need to make a common denominator there. And hopefully you see the common denominator is x minus 4, x plus 4. Okay, in order to do that, the left side needs an x plus 4 of this sum here. And the right side needs an x minus 4. Similar to a previous problem we've done. That'll give us x squared minus 16 on the bottom, because we know 4 times 4 is 16 and the middle cancels out. Now, this is keep, change, flip. So 2x squared, 2x squared minus 32 over 3. Okay, well, we have to do a little bit of math here. And there's a few things going on here. I'm going to distribute the x here. So I have x squared plus 4x plus, distribute the 6x minus 24. And we're going to multiply that times this whole mess here, times this one here. But I could see I could take a 2 out of there, and I'll have x squared minus 16. Now I like that because over here I have x squared minus 16. Okay? Because this denominator equals x squared minus 16. If you don't believe me, do a box on it. And I hope you would believe me. And negative 16, and these two cancel each other out. Okay, so where was I going with that? Okay, that's telling me I can cancel this and cancel this. And let's bring it down here and just do the math here. I can combine these two here, right? 4x is double checking my work. So that's going to be x squared plus 10x minus 24 all over 3. Oh, and don't forget this 2 here. So 2 times that. So that's going to be 2x squared plus 20x, because I'm distributing the 2, minus 48 all over 3. And I did that kind of quick. I hope I didn't make a mistake on that. Let me again scroll to the answer key here. So this would be 28. That looks pretty good. 2x squared. Okay, so this is the answer key for, for this one here. Is this right? This doesn't look right. Something's wrong here. I think I see what I did wrong with that one. Okay, so 27. I apologize. It looks like I forgot to bring down. Oh, I see what I did. I saw that this should be a plus sign here. On the paper, it's a plus sign. Sorry about that. That should be a plus there. That's why it doesn't jive. But if it was a minus, okay, if it was a minus, it would be this answer. If it's a plus, which it says on the paper, and if you have the paper at home, this is, again, these are supposed to be pluses, not, oops, sorry, not there. Plus. Yeah, this is plus. So there's quite a few pluses I missed on this one. However, to get it to match, the only difference is when you do the subtraction, you're going to get a different, instead of 8, you're going to get, when you do the subtraction here, since this is a plus, you're going to get a 2 instead here, a plus 2. So sorry about that. Let me do that whole question over again. Sorry about that. And going back to, again, I can't see the plus on my paper here, so that's why I missed it. So we're going to do this times x plus 5, that's the area of the large region, minus the area of the smaller region, all over the area of the large region. Okay, and again, we can cancel this out. Then we're left with 2x plus 5 minus x minus 3 all over 2x plus 5. And you have to do the math on the top first before you do this. So 2x minus x is x. 5 minus 3 is 2. And you get the answer that is in the back of the sheet. So I apologize for that there. And I'm glad I checked my work here. Hopefully the rest of these answers are correct. I believe my answer key is further down the way here. So let's just double check. Here's the answer key for these. Let me scroll if it lets me scroll. Okay, so this is the answer key here for part 2 up to 26. Yeah, here's that 1.92 hours that you should get on your calculator. And the rest of it looks like what we got for the other answers. Okay, a couple of these answers don't match only because I changed the problem. Like 25 I changed to make it a little easier, so that doesn't match. 24 doesn't match because I changed that one. I think the rest of them match. If they don't match in here, like this should be x or x minus 3, I've changed them a little bit. But for the most part, this is the answer key for the problems. So it looks like my work is accurate. Again, if I made a mistake, let me know. I think for the most part, it's working out. So thank you, and hopefully you watch this video and we'll do well on the test. God bless you.